Good morning, June 30th. It is 5:30 a.m. and I'm out here in the cool of the morning listening to birds chirping. But I'm out here, my main goal is to spray some of this water and vinegar mixture to treat my brassicas and my leafy greens, because if you guys notice here, the leaves are being eaten. So whether it's the caterpillars or slugs, like right here you can see a slug going to town, chomping on my leaves. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with this water and vinegar mixture. And if you notice, it's let go of the leaf and it fell to the bottom. Just gonna give it a little more so it goes all the way. So this is what I'm out here doing, guys. Nothing too crazy, just some water and distilled vinegar, and I'm spraying all of my leafy greens. These are Mizunas right here, and they are spicy, just like you would have your mustard greens. This is what it is. It adds good flavor to your leafy green salad. I did these butter crunch lettuce already. I'm just gonna do the parsley for the heck of it. There's no damage on the parsley as yet, but last year I remember those swallowtails devoured my parsley in like a quick instance. And if you look at the leaves right here, you can see those are tracks on this leaf right here, and those tracks are from the slugs. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this in also. And I should have done this yesterday in the evening. So look at this one right here. There's a tiny little slug on the leaf right here. I should have done this last night in the cool of the night, but I didn't get to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these. And I got this recipe from another content creator, so I decided that I would try it out and see how that goes, and we'll take it from there and see if I'm going to be using this, once it works for me. The birds are around, but they don't get like right deep in there to peck them off these plants. So I'm going to help the birds, and I'm going to help myself, so that way I can actually have food. I can harvest what I'm growing, and I can use natural things to just deter. I know it's a jungle in here, all sorts of lemon balm growing like crazy, but I'm just going to harvest that and I'll pull them up before they go to seed. But it's a lemon balm jungle here, as you can see. There's wood sorrel, lots of it. It's so tall in between. But let's go over here to my other brassicas, and they're doing pretty good. These are some that I planted later, but these ones that I planted early are doing pretty good, except for the bugs are eating the leaves. So I just got to stay ahead of this morning, and I wanted to come out here early and take care of that. These over here are doing okay for the most part, but we do have some damage on this kale leaf, on this kale plant right here. But I'm just going to give it a spray. I'm going to spray this also. This is a broccoli that I harvested yesterday. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a good spray, because I do use the broccoli leaf greens also. And I don't want the bugs getting to them. This is a cauliflower. I believe this is a red flame cauliflower that I'm growing here and here also. So I'm going to spray those, because the leaves on it does have some damage. So I'm going to spray it in real good. And this mixture, I didn't mix it too strong because you don't want to burn the leaves, especially that I'm doing it in the morning time. So the day's sun hasn't come up yet. And you don't want the sun to burn your plant because the vinegar is in it. If you have vinegar and the hot sun, think about it, the damage that it's going to do. This is another brassica, huge brassica that I have here. It's gone to seed, so I'm just going to let that go to seed. But I'm not worried about spraying this one because I'm just waiting on the seed pods right here so I can harvest a lot of those pods and store it up. And then we have another kale that's hiding here that I'm going to spray. Give it a good spray even under the leaves, because these pesky creatures be hiding underneath the leaves, you know, but then they come out in their numbers and they, I don't know if they multiply or what they do, but they come out in their numbers and they will destroy your entire plant. So stay ahead of the game. Look at this one right here. And you can see right here the droppings. Oh, there's a big one. So we have these caterpillars here, or these worms if you want to call it that. And then we have the slugs doing damage. So we're going to take care of that with the water and vinegar mixture. Yep, and I know if there's one, there's probably more. But look at that leaf right here. It's eaten almost the entire leaf. And this leaf is literally bigger than my hand. Right? So this was not eaten up like that yesterday. So we'll take care of that. So I'm not removing this because I want to see the effects of the water and vinegar mixture on this worm right here. So I'm just going to spray it and watch it just to see what it's going to do. Like with the slug just let go and drop to the bottom. But this worm is not doing anything yet. So I'm just going to watch it just to see if it's going to drop or if I need to actually remove it myself. So now it looks like it started moving, maybe to get away from that taste. That's exactly what you want to do because you don't want to keep it pleasant there so that they'll stay away. So I didn't stay long enough to watch that worm disappear because I have work to do and the sun's going to come up. So I'm just going to continue. I just removed it myself and I got rid of it. But I have these back here in this container, and these are Georgia collards. And as you can see again, the leaves are being chewed up. And this is why it's important to check your garden every day. Well, I do multiple times a day because it's, you know, the place I love to be and the place I enjoy being in the outdoors. I just have them collards here together with these sweet potatoes that are doing wonderful in this container here, in this planter here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray these leafy greens. I have some over here also. You are so loud. I know you want to get out. Let's see. Let the morning chores begin at 5:30 a.m. They want to be out here in the outdoor run. So I'll just let them be. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. But this is not about... Listen, where you trying to go? This is not about y'all. Everybody's over this side. I don't have any treats. But good morning. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright, I'm going to continue on now. And I am going to be spraying all of these brassicas. I harvested a broccoli here yesterday, but I'm going to leave it for a bit and get some more broccoli from these that are coming off to the side. But there's no damage here really from these slugs or caterpillars, but I'm still going to spray it because they're probably going to come at a certain point. There's so many butterflies around now. I thought the butterflies weren't going to come because to me it's like they were late. I'm like, where are the pollinators? And if you can see down there, I think we do have some. It's a cauliflower, but I don't think that's worm poop. Well, maybe it is because look at the leaf. But my cauliflowers are coming. I shouldn't. You know what? I'm just going to cover it like so. Okay. See how that goes. And then I'm going to come in here. This one, there's no poop down here because I like to check to see if there's the droppings from the worms. But either way, I'm going to be spraying it because the leaves does have damage on it. And you can see the tracks from the slug. There's another cauliflower forming in here. Let's take a peek. There it is. Is that worm? Yes, that's worm poop. I know I put my hand in it, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's part of being a gardener. You put your hand in the dirt. There's probably bird poop, all kind of critter poop. And I don't always use a pair of gloves, so like this morning I'm not using gloves. But yeah. Oh, look at my cauliflowers are doing it, y'all. They are doing it. They're forming heads. So, oh my gosh, I am so happy. We're going to be doing it with the cauliflower this year again. And all these good brassicas. And like I said, I do use the leaves of these greens. I do use them as food, guys. This is part of what I store up for the winter months. They have a lot of health benefits in them, a lot of nutrients in them, so why throw it away? Why throw it away? I just use them, and that's just what I do. It's okay if you don't like the taste. Some people might think it's bitter, but I look beyond that. I look beyond, the bitter taste. I know it has good benefits, and I have food that I have there stored up that I grew myself, organic, no chemicals, no artificial nothing, just in my soil with chicken compost and natural materials, and it makes me feel good that that's what I'm doing. So let's continue to spray. This one does have some damage, but they're not doing too bad though. It's not terrible, but you can see that there is damage present. Okay, whatever bug that was that fell off the tree, I don't know if that's been eating the leaves also, because we can have multiple different critters here chewing on these leaves. So we just don't know exactly which one all the time, but we're going to put this mixture on here. Thanks again to Planter Garden TV for telling me about this so I can try it. So this is just a trial, y'all. And this is the last of the brassicas. Listen, I don't even know. I think this is a 1,000 head kale. It might just be. I do not know because it's so huge. Because I did drop some seeds. And we'll see what it is. We will just see, but I'm gonna spray it in. Big beautiful leaves there, guys. Natural and organic. What is that? Okay, it's just a purple leaf. I'm like, what is that? What is that beast? Okay, so this must be also red flame. Actually, I did plant some red broccoli, I believe. Listen, as much as I try with these tags this year, somehow they fell apart, they fall off, they fell off, or whatever it is. But it's still food. Variety is not that important to me once it's food, but I kind of like to know, what I'm growing to identify them. But either way, and these kale have served us well so far, because as you can see, I've been harvesting kale from these, and they're going to stay in here until the winter months, because kale can actually take some frost and some freeze. So we're going to be harvesting from these for a very long time, for months. So I think this is, and I actually have the hoops over them so I can put the frost cloth if I want to, and it's the first time I've done the hoop method. There's also one back there. So I have two beds that I have the hoop, what is it called? Hoop something. But here it is. I am spraying these babies down. Spraying my food down with just natural stuff here, just to deter the bugs and the worms. I know they gotta eat too, and this is why I don't want to destroy them per se, just to keep them away a little bit. These are my radishes. Oh, this is my eggplant. Somebody has chewed out the leaf. And these are my radishes here. Well, these are being eaten too. Listen, everything's getting sprayed. I'm sorry. Everything's getting sprayed. Let's see what this radish is doing. Okay, it's bulbing up. This is a Golden Hilos radish. They're yellow, as you can see. So I'll leave them in a little bit longer. It's not quite the time yet to harvest them, but radish does not take a long time. So we'll be having radishes to add to our salads pretty soon. It's not something that I'm crazy about, but it, gives a little kick and a little flavor when you're having your greens. Oh, I'm getting more mushrooms here. And if you notice with my brassicas, you may have seen that there are different stages. And right here again, June 16th, I dropped some more seeds, brassica seeds. I have cabbage in here. I have kale, a different kale, dinosaur kale, blue curl scotch kale, thousand head kale, Côte de Bleu cabbage, Earliana cabbage, premium white late flat Dutch cabbage. And I'm going to have a fall harvest with that. So I'm just going to give it a little spray also. Because trust me, you see that? There's bugs in here. Okay? I'm going to try to keep them away with this vinegar mixture. So this is it for now. Plant your food as much as you can in the fall also. So these are right here getting ready to go in so that I can have a fall harvest. And this is what you call succession planting. And I enjoy doing that. I get a lot of food from doing this. And I will be dropping more seeds come July 15th. So in another 2 weeks. If you have any ideas for me, guys, any comments, you can just leave it in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching. And I'll see you again next time right here on Fifi's Journey.